Jake Paul accepts a fight offer for MMA versus Nate Diaz. They're not going to do the boxing.
I will be absolutely shocked if Jake Paul wins this MMA fight.
So here's my thing. Here's my take, right?
Okay.
I agree, but I also won't be because, all right, so in the news, who or when is this guy not in the news? Jake Paul accepts a fight offer for MMA versus Nate Diaz. They're not going to do the boxing.
Wow.
So this is going to be exciting. And I honestly, I know that most of the fighters and most of the guys that I know from jiu-jitsu look at Jake Paul like he's a fucking clown. And
Right.
I do think that he sets his fight up with certain, kind of how Mayweather gets people dehydrated. And I think there's certain things like that where he's not fighting actual boxers. But this will be a good fight. Now I
just want to say I will be absolutely shocked if Jake Paul wins this MMA fight.
So here's my thing. Here's my take, right?
Okay.
I agree, but I also won't be because these guys are in it for the money, right? Like Dylan Dennis, that fight with Jake Paul, it's all about the money. They hyped it up. They don't care. I wouldn't be surprised if they were behind the scenes joking about it. Like even with all the making fun of his girl and all that
suing
stuff.
You think that might have been scripted?
I think all of it, or for the most part, I think they have a narrative that they plan to push. Maybe not, but I mean, think about it, dude. These guys are making millions and millions of dollars for this. Like a couple $1 million, we would stage a fight.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah,
dude. I'd stage a fight for that.
Dude. A lot of people do a lot less for $1 million or a couple $1 million. So here's my thing. I think that they're going to make it a long fight. I think that Nate Diaz could he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu and he's an elite level fighter. He's getting on the older side, but the cool thing about Nate Diaz is whether he wins a fight or not, he still wins the fight. Like people are fans of him, whether he wins or lose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nate and his brother, like, and Nate doesn't necessarily try to win fights. He tries to make them exciting, right? Because if you have an exciting fight, they're going to book you for more fights. So Jake Paul doing MMA with Nate Diaz. I mean, this is going to, I will probably go to this fight and
Sick.
This will probably be fun. I was at Nate Diaz's fight with my buddy Baloo, who's a black belt from my gym. And Baloo is really good friends. I was training partners with these guys, Nate and his whole team. We rolled around Vegas with their squad, like with Nate Diaz's squad, all these dudes from Stockton that are like real G's, bro. It was wild.
Wait, so is this official? Like, is this happening?
I don't think there's a date set, but
Okay.
It does say that they accepted the offer, and I'm sure that there's roadblocks in between here and the fight actually happening, but why wouldn't it,
Yep.
Man, this will be fun to watch.
Yeah. My money's on Diaz.
Yeah, I mean, me too.
Makes the most sense.
But again, like, I wouldn't be surprised if they just, because think about it, if you're Jake Paul and you're putting on the event,
Yeah.
you control a lot more of the terms than your opponent does, right?
Right,
And the opponent is usually not making as much as them. So when they're coming into the fight, they don't want to lose that fight. Like Dylan Dennis didn't want to lose that fight, didn't want to not show up to that fight because he was there for the money, bro. And the money, I think, trumps.
By lose the fight, you mean like not fight or not make the money? Not like literally lose the fight.
No, like maybe there was something in the clause that if he, that if he does lose the fight, he maybe gets more. I don't know.
Bonus, yeah. I could see that.
I don't know. I don't know how these work. And I'm sure somebody in the comments is going to be like, this guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. And guess what? You're right. I am a blue belt in jiu-jitsu. That's about all I know. But yeah, so I'm excited about this one. I think this will be fun. And
I will put money on it. I will put money on that
I will
fight.
actually watch it.